you saying men can't wear pink?
I'm asking, do you want to feminize your men?
Are you saying men can't wear pink?
Are you saying you want your men feminine?
Can you answer my question?
Can you answer mine?
Exactly.
Have no life, but those who see the love like no thing, but those who see the love like no thing.
In Psalm 25 verse 2 oh my God, I trust in you, let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me. And actually, verse 20, that's why the physical Bible is so good sometimes. But look at chapter 24, verse 9.
Chapter 24.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, Psalms.
It says, lift up your heads, all ye gates, even lift them up, ye everlasting doors, and let the King of Glory come in. And that's what we're declaring.
Amen.
Let us pray, Lord, that we don't find ourselves in seasons or claiming seasons that we aren't in. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like, I'm in a wilderness season. Who said it? Says who? Because I've been saying. Exactly. Because who said it? Like, you see? So some people might feel like, okay, they relate to that, fair enough, fine. But for some of us that have accepted waiting season, wilderness, where you've not been called. Because I always say, the Israelites got a prophecy in advance. There was a prophecy about that season they walked into the wilderness. But even then, they prayed non-stop before asking to get out. Until it says, God says, I have heard their cry. They didn't just say, oh Lord, I guess it's wilderness time, so I will wait on the Lord.
That is so true.
They do not accept that suffering. So let us lift up these gates, ye everlasting doors. Let the King of Glory come in. Our lives should glorify God.
Love like a mountain that cannot be moved. Just as an eagle, I found freedom in you. A peace which brings me through, deserving of worship and spirit.
You mentioned the prayer point earlier. I was trying to think, who in the Bible? I was trying to think of a story, and I just remembered, like 1 Chronicles 12 verse 32. It's just talking about the people, I think, that fought with David, I think. And it says that of the tribe of Issachar, men who understood the times, which knowledge of what Israel should do, 200 chiefs and all their relatives were at their command. And I think there's a verse, I'm struggling to find the version that says they knew the times and the seasons. Wow. What understanding of the times anyway, let's leave it like that. I think it's Joshua, someone who says it as a prayer point, like, may we, like the sons of Issachar, be discerning of the times and seasons, So I think, we're just praying that God, like the tribe of Issachar, may we just be discerning, be understanding of the times that we're in, that we know what to do. And I think this applies even to different areas of our lives. Like, may we be discerning. Even like, I watched, my sister and I were just talking about how this girl, where she knew that, she's just in a season where she was getting prepared to get married, and she had to leave her job, she had to live with her parents, she was just cleaning in the house, cooking at home. That's all she was doing. And when she then met like her husband, like, she really loved her, what she was doing, no job, no nothing. That's the kind of wife that he wanted to be, because he wanted to be the sole provider, because that's what he had on his heart, that he was going to be like that. Of course, now she's an author, and she does these things in the background, but then like she was discerning of the times. She was discerning of what she was meant to be doing at that specific time. So, you know, like, even Joshua Salmon says, even actually Stephanie Ike was saying this, like, guys, if you're only discerning, if you only have a relationship with God, you'll be discerning of the times that we're in. And there are no times to be so relaxed. So we're just praying that let it be a discernment that extends to each season, you know, not only in our lives, but even in the people around us. You know, like
so
just saying,
exactly. Where she's actually just come to church house.
Literally, exactly. You know, exactly.
Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find her image with the rest. She'll be learning how to breathe, spinning through identity, reveal another pretty little scheme. Save her mind, hold her hand. Walk her down the valley.
So we shall leave before the sun goes down and we stand together.
Reach like the angels do, and you gon' make it through now. Tell about the healer, greater is the one within, and call him as the leader. Teach her how to hold a pretty hand up to the sky, and never wait upon the giver, he'll deliver like a dealer. Take her higher.
I think we need my ID, right?
Not that I think of. Let us go.
All I want isn't all I need. Give me God, because everything I am, I'm trading. Got my life in your hands.
I was getting ready to put it too.
And I stand up, but I'm a safe, 'cause I'm a winner when I'm covered in grace. What's this
Tank. You go with me. Oh gosh, I need to get back to my real voice. You go. You're gonna guess what it is. Oh my goodness. This is unbelievable. If there's anyone who believes in my dreams, it's you. It's actually you.
I'm an investor.
You are exactly.
I'm like, I think I should start like a young dragon's den.
That means you think it's gonna be. But you're right, because this might actually be. This is definitely successful.
So are you saying you're not worth an investment? You're actually looking down upon
I
yourself.
am
Are you
worth it.
laughing at me like that?
You're so right. You're so right. Yeah, I'm acting like it's your loss when it's my gain. Actually, but wow. Thank you so much.
Glasses, and last time my shades are sure.
Much.
I really forgot them.
We forgot. What do I think I've taken us the long way? Have I?
My face, to be honest. I'm thinking, oh, this is so mega. Oh. No.
No?
I don't know.
How much is this out of curiosity?
Gotta talk, you know. All these trials and tribulations got me tired, I need rest.
You want to photo here? Yes.
Do you feel like we're missing out?
Anyways, yeah, that was Putney Bridge. Maybe that's Putney Bridge actually. I think this is like, London Bridge, and then they said that you see London Bridge. That's what it's giving.
Bonjour, bonjour, comment ça va?
Bonjour, bonne nuit. Which one do you like more, chocolate or Oreo?
I think I prefer the Oreo. I don't know.
Yeah, very good stuff.
Yeah. You know, this is the second time I've had bubble tea.
What's it? I think I also once had it at some point in my life.
You're lying.
I
You
promise.
literally said it was your first time.
I did. I think I've never had it like this. Like I've never had pow bubble tea. I've had like some Swansea thing.
Papa is just the name of this place.
Oh. So you know what happened? I
You
think
know
I had
what? You
like the
scare
iced
me.
tea.
It's like
Are you finding it?
we had this conversation in the morning though.
Bubble tea?
We had a conversation about this, like just assuming that, you know.
Someone knows.
Yeah.
I've never had this to be fair. I think the one I tried was like it looked
But
like
you know
iced tea.
these are goat eggs.
Cow dung, like goat dung. Because it really is.
How do you how do you know what it is? It's cow dung.
No, get out. The audacity.
You're so gullible. You're actually so gullible.
The audacity to say goat dung. Goat dung. What do you call goat dung though? Is it goat dung?
Goat dung. Goat.
Balls. Goat balls. Because they're little tiny black balls.
I don't know what they are. So basically, my little sisters, they went to buy, and I don't know, they had this conversation asking each other what it was, and my sister knows. I just forgot what part. I'll ask her.
That's interesting. It's good to try out new things still because
You know, remember when we applied for the young global scholars thing,
yeah.
and we were just talking about how ambitious it was. I was
Young
actually like, you
leaders.
know what, guys, we could actually come up with something.
That's what I thought. That's actually what I thought because when I wrote that proposal of like who I am and how I'm changing the world, I just thought, why am I not doing it?
Because imagine,
Are you
I
going through
think,
it?
no, I'm coming. I think that when God created, it's like, okay, I'll give an example that every pastor uses probably about Apple. When who created Elon Musk? Who? Steve? No.
It cannot be Elon Musk.
No, Elon Musk created what?
Tesla. Shame on you. But yes, I'm not actually sure who's the owner of
We
Steve
know.
Jobs.
Why are we
I think it
being
is
so? Why are we
Steve.
being so slow?
Because what happened, apparently there's a storyline that the person who created Apple got tired of the Apple shares because they were what he was like, it's gonna
I don't
be
think
too
it's
much of an
Steve
investment.
Jobs.
Yeah, I think it is. But anyways, let me land.
Why are we being?
Let me
Well,
give
let
you the
me
background.
land. I'm the one
Okay,
who started
I'm
with
gonna
this.
give you the background and then you're gonna continue. Is that okay?
I'm actually.
But no, the storyline is like the person who actually invented it was like, this is just too much pressure and handed it over. So he sold most of his shares to the guy. So I think it's Steve Jobs. He handed it over to him.
Right.
And
Wasn't
then
it? Okay.
they were like, oh, and then Apple blew up like 3 years after that. And they were like, do you regret giving away those shares? And he said, no, I still couldn't have handled the pressure. Like, I'm fine. The fact that I'm not the billionaire for that is not
Yeah.
a big deal to me. But yes, I don't know. Continue with your analysis.
Thank you. As I was saying, when whoever created Apple,
Yeah.
I still don't think it's Steve Jobs. I don't know why I'm thinking of another name. This is Latam. I'm now lost. Anyway, when he created the Apple iPhone, it was created with so many functions. That's why when you see that it's updated, the photo app now has different features. Even the way you can like recognize your home, your wallpaper is different. You know, now you can even zoom into the song and then it becomes like you can like click on the song and then it becomes like the wallpaper. And it's just always updated like with different
And
things.
you have to
with
update it
every
consistently as well.
Yes.
Oh, let me let you land.
No, but you're right. You have to consistently update it yourself. Like each version comes with different things. Some people get frustrated, like, now it looks different. Now the format of the photo app now looks different. It's so frustrating. What. But then for them, it's like we're making it more efficient, more accessible for the user.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is that even when God created us,
We keep updating.
exactly, as you grow, as you move into different seasons, you are
Yeah.
actually even updating, you're growing, right? That's why when I was
To
a
the
child,
latest
I thought
version.
like a child, I spoke like a child, right? That's why I think there's a scripture, I don't know when, but then it just talks about how young,
That was a bit
it talks about young fathers, it talks about different, I think it talks about sounds as well. I'm not too sure, but anyway, it's just basically speaking to people at different levels of maturity, right? Let me now land. I've gone all over.
You have given us the background.
What I was trying to say is
She's
that
dressed up for that job, right?
she is, wow, she is. She looks so pretty.
Yeah.
But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I think when I eventually like gave my life to Christ, whatever, I felt that
Guess what? Okay.
I thought that my purpose. I just saw that I only had a purpose in church. Like I was so focused on it has to be here. Like, I think I have the gift of
Healing.
prophecy. I can pray. I thought, okay, the way that I pray, I think it has to be done in church. Leading people to Christ, salvation call, nice. And that was placement year. And then we went to
Yeah.
Swansea, and I was like, I don't have room for that. I'm working. I'm studying. Now I'm out of purpose. But
Yeah.
did that nullify my purpose? No. I met people.
No.
I met my friends during my course, and we just randomly just talk about the Bible. Just randomly talk about God. Randomly talk about where we are, in life in different seasons. Other people are like, you know what, guys, I don't really go to church. Other people are like. One friend was like, you know what, I'm quite disappointed in myself because I don't know when was the last time I read the Bible. And I was like, I don't think God sees you that way because you haven't read the Bible in so long.
Yeah.
That when you come to Him, He wouldn't recognize your voice because that's what He was saying. That I spent so much time you're speaking to Him that I think, what's the
You
point
won't know
now? You
which one
wouldn't
it
recognize
is.
my voice. I think you just be like, which one is this one? And they laughed about it, and I was like, guys, I don't. It goes against who He is. I think he doesn't like his ears don't then close and say, oh well, we haven't heard from that one. Goodbye.
never
I think for
take
him
him.
it's more excited. Like, is that Rutenda's voice I hear?
Is she ready to
Guys,
update to
come
the
here.
latest version?
I think she's ready. I think she's ready for the new feature.
Because it keeps
now you
working,
can
but
actually
it's now
you now
limited.
exactly now you
If you
know.
don't
Wait, I
update.
should hear my voice. Like for me, for example, I'm like, no, but I'm God's sheep. But anyway, see, that was a season for me. Now that I look in hindsight, I'm like, I was actually being used as a vessel. It was a season just because it wasn't in church.
It
I
didn't
forgot what I was saying
Yeah, because
initially,
you
but
will
I'm
need to
just
connect
saying.
the Apple example to this analogy.
No,
Because
but
we
I'm
spent
just
a long time trying to figure out who invented Apple. But
no.
no, I hear what
But
you're
what I'm
saying.
landing
Yes.
to is that just like how this phone has different versions, different different features in each season. Some people prefer iOS 18. Some people prefer iOS 16.
That's true. Some people don't even
Some
advance
people
to the
haven't
next.
even updated. Some people didn't even know it was there. It's until I remember when I went home, it was until I held my sister's phone and I was like, how come your phone can do that? She was like, I just upgraded it. And I was just like, oh,
That some
like,
people are
she
not
just
experiencing certain features
exactly
because they've not
because you
had.
just assume that this is the best that this is the best that I can be. This is the best that I can get. So I thought that okay, if I was only serving God in church, that was the best that I can be. I thought that I had to serve
that
God in
stinks.
church because that's the best that I can be. So even I don't even know how this conversation started. I
That's
always
so.
lose how we started,
It's always going, but
it's
yes,
always
it's
going.
because
But I think yeah, like even now in this season, it's like sometimes I'm like, I wonder how you're using me. I wonder
yeah,
how
no, I
I'm
really like though
ministering
what you were
this
saying
season.
because
It's something that I've had to learn.
to learn that you're not limited to, oh, if I'm so good at church, then I can't be good outside of
Yes,
that.
it doesn't have to be like, in the place of church where, I sit down with them on the chair and I'm like, how can I be praying with you? God will visit you. You know, like it doesn't have to be so religious like that.
Yeah,
And I think that's something that I've had to come to terms with, that just because my life doesn't look like now like that doesn't mean that I'm still
you're not in
I've been updated, but do I know it just because I'm in a different
because
season?
sometimes, I remember when I had my first iPhone, I didn't know how much it could do because I'd never had an iPhone. So I didn't know that, the quality of the phone, the camera quality can be adjusted, the lighting, this and that.
Yeah.
And I was using it at its suboptimal level
Yeah.
because I didn't know that it could do so much. And it's like, how much more can we do apart
Yes, I
from the
remember
one
now
that
what
we...
I was trying to say.
Oh, thank
I remember
God.
the Pepsi, that even in God creating
Oh,
you.
the Pepsi.
No, I remember because I kept thinking, why was I watching the Pepsi so much? But like even in God creating you, that you have different multiple functions. That if we place you in uni, even if you just speak to a friend, someone might just share a story and they're just like, you know what, I think I'm just so dumb. I think, you know what, I just can't think. But then you'd be like, you know what, I really think you're smart in that course.
Exactly.
That's encouraging them, that's exhorting them, right? And then you go now, you come, maybe you go home, you say something to your sister, just because, you know, yes, you're created like this and you have a purpose, it doesn't nullify your gifts in other areas. It doesn't nullify how you're still a vessel, irrespective of where you are placed.
You know, Coke can heal you if you have a stomach.
Really?
Yes, exactly. That's
But
another
now
function.
I see how I was linking this to the iPhone. Like I travel with this wherever I go. It still takes the same picture, does it not? I can still use it to call. It's still an iPhone. It still has multiple uses. So I think that's something that I'm also just coming to terms with to conclude. I finally found my conclusion that
Wow.
even when God created me, I'm not limited to one space. I'm not limited to
Exactly.
one thing.
Wow.
That sometimes I think that because I prayed so much for people in this season, I should focus. I should keep focusing on
That's
that.
the only thing you
Sometimes
can do.
I think during work, like I think I posted the other day on my story that one client, you know, say that, you know, I just walked into the room and she was like, "Oh, you smile," and she says it quite often. That I think
You had
recently when she said
undermined.
it, I was like, I think I said thank you so much, but I think there's something more to it because she keeps saying the same thing the same
Every single
way.
time.
And I said, what is it about my smile? Really?
That touches her that
why,
much.
and it's like God can he created you. Like sometimes it's you listening. You're being a vessel. Sometimes
Exactly.
somebody probably hasn't had a chance to actually just have someone listen to what they're going through. They don't want a solution, but they want someone to actually just sit there and listen, to share with them. Sometimes you're just probably singing, praising with them that look at what God has done for me.
That's all right. There's something, so like what you said, I just remember that they always say Jesus was willing to be interrupted every single time. If he thought, oh, I'm going there and just there, that means the woman with the issue of blood would not have been healed all the way. But it's that, like,
He was interrupted going to
exactly to that Jairus' daughter.
yeah.
So I really like that because it shows that even if there's one thing that you know you're good at, if God is like pivoting you to do something else that maybe you're not comfortable with, but exactly, because if it's within the scope of God to do it, then He's gonna do it.
They're hiring. People are taking pictures now.
Yeah, I'm
think
out
people
of that
switch.
suffering.
8 p.m. I'm stalling. 12 a.m. I'm waiting for your call. Yeah. Lord, I'm tired of running. Yeah. Cause every time I run, I seem to fall. Yeah. I wanna go back to the way we used to be. But if I come back right now, will you still speak? I think I ran just far enough. I think it's time to embrace your love. Who could love me through my highs and lows? Who can make me feel so vulnerable?
Actually, big cups.
Well, many friends.
It's right. It's right. It's right.
Because you said you have you can't. I end up. No, yeah, apart. Look at you. You're healed.
I don't know what the community thought, who somehow became the market.
I feel for it.
She and Okudili never before.
Thank you.
How can you do that? What if I had a heart attack?
No, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, it's supposed to be scared so that it goes.
I think I almost died.
You know the funny thing is, I was wondering if you would fall for it or not, but it actually worked. It's how it's meant to be. Look at you, huge, no hiccup. Sorry about the process. The process is the process.
I promise I will save you.
Well, makeup artist, that's why she's
She's
important
taking
like
care of
that.
her. You're gonna.
You like a party that we just
That's the best you could come up with.
Yes. Okay, how about I'm stopped.
No. Would you wear wearing outfits with your partner?
Oh, you smell good.
I'm good to mention not very good. Okay.
I said matching.
What is mom?
I think sometimes you just want to be rude.
I'll send you your evidence of
Hairstyles.
your words.
I said, would you like to wear matching outfits with your partner?
Hairstyles.
I
But
don't
I'm not,
think-
anyways, yeah, it's not the point. It's not the point.
Would you like to wear matching outfits with your partner?
If we're married,
Just answer my
yes.
question. Even when you're dating, I would like to wear pink.
Oh, you're actually right. It depends.
It depends.
Pink
It
will not
depends.
feminize you.
Are you saying men can wear pink?
I'm asking, do you want to feminize your men?
Are you saying men can't wear pink?
Are you saying you want your men feminine?
Can you answer my question?
Can you answer mine? But you know what? Pink can actually look good on a guy. Depending.
Look, they're going.
This is great, Mom.
Hang in there, beautiful. We're almost there. But with you, it's
Yeah, something's going to happen because
That's
you're
what
only 25 minutes in. There's no way that he's
This is
already
the rocky
confessed.
bumpy road.
Yeah.
it feels like with you, I hear God whisper to me saying, "This is."
It's giving somebody that.
It's faking. Speaks Christianese.
God's love in your eyes. You laugh.
But
I
love-
hate comments like that.
In
The way you
say,
laugh.
"Wow."
What's so nice about the way I laugh?
It's just someone
No.
telling that they're obsessed with you.
No, I'm sorry. I don't find that.
I like your laugh.
If you had my laugh, I would say, oh, maybe my laugh. Maybe if you found it funny or contagious, fine. But what do you like about my laugh? I don't laugh like.
But you liked the lady who told you that they like your smile.
Thank you. A smile and a laugh. Like I hate
Yeah,
people who
oh,
give
obviously,
generic compliments. I know that my smile specifically is unique
So is your
and
laugh.
beautiful. No, there's
Have
nothing.
you ever
You
met someone
can't
who laughs
like.
me?
You can't. No, but I don't like your laugh.
It's not every thanks.
How can someone like your laugh?
You see, I like
I like the sound. It goes.
at the back and then come back up. You see, that's with melody. You
How
go?
many?
No.
Mm.
Melody.
No, honestly. I think maybe she laughs more civilized than we do, to be honest.
I wonder.
Let's try and laugh like
You know,
that.
people say there's a rich laugh.
Yes, I watched that Instagram video.
Yes, with the girl who got upgraded to first class.
No.
It's the way I always think. Yeah, that's the
Whenever.
It's
Okay.